Apparently that was Sarah from Consumer Services, and I need to let them know about my stuff because they want to lower my interest rates on a credit card that I don't have. Awesome, Sarah. Yeah, I'm pretty screwed there. Let's see though. This is okay. Blitzcrank kind of has a scary top lane room. Anyways, we take drag for this. I believe this should put us ahead right around the 15-minute mark. Oh, baby, within 100 gold. Okay. Not a big deal. We are doing great right now, guys. Like, given the circumstances, we're bleeding out in many of our fights here, but we're still not behind because we've got great mechanics, guys. Alright. And I'm sorry, I can't, for my window mode is not working, so I have to use my arrow keys to move the camera around. That's why it's a little clunky right now. I can move top, down, and right with the mouse, but I can't move left, so I'm just trying to stick with the arrows. Alright, can we watch this again? Can we watch that again? Fuck! You can't watch that again. Want to buy a less buggy replay recording program. Thank you, Wall Replay. Alright, well, this is loading back up. I'm going to grab some coffee. I'll be right back. I hope everybody listening to this is having a fantastic day. Let's just wait here. Like, so look right now, we're down 1,000 gold at about the 430 mark. Now we're down 1.5. And we come back at 15 minutes to be even with them, given everything that goes down. So, a problem is not the mid-early game. I think our pre-minion spawn could use some work for sure. Pre-minion spawn could use some work. Other than that, we should be pretty good though. Yeah, gotta watch all this sim secret bullshit. Okay guys, I promise no more button pressing. No more button pressing. No more button pressing. Waiting. Okay, and here we go. You know what? Oh my god. Shut down city. Okay, let's go. Let's skip forward a little bit. Let's get to the part where we kind of start fucking up. We just kind of got out-rotated there. Ooh, BM Nocturne. That was rough. I probably should have rotated down there, guys. That was honestly probably my fault. But yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, we need to determine how we value mid lane. I've noticed that if you watch professional teams, their mid laner will stay mid to try not to lose the turret. Because once you do lose the mid turret, the map opens up a lot more, I feel like, than the top or bottom turrets. And I know that their mid laner rotated there, so I probably could have easily gotten away with the rotation. But I didn't see it soon enough. That was my bad. Anyways, so right now we're still doing alright. Like, yeah, we lost that little fight there. We're down 100 gold. 100 gold. Nothing. Okay? So move those around again. 18 minutes in, down 100 gold. Bot side has good wards. I think right around now is when we want to be thinking about top side wards. Let's shut this down. See, look at this thing. It's so taxing on your you lose so much pressure to take this thing. I don't know if it's worth it. Like, there was no pressure on that. I mean, R2 showed up later, of course. Oh! Oh, by the way, blue wards, OP. If we didn't get that already. Okay. Ooh, see. Right there, we needed to communicate and come back together. Ooh. The flash over the wall was good. I like it. Unfortunately, probably not necessary. And if we didn't have a flash over the wall, we probably could have done better in this fight. And okay, good. Back off. Come on. Don't stay, Stefan. What are you doing? Get the hell out. All right. Oh, I know what happens here. The dodge. Okay. And yeah, we just need to give up right there. Give up the pressure. So yeah, I wish I could go back. Had this wall right here is not a good place to fight over, simply because, like, had I been here and the fight was going on here, I could have been throwing stuff over the wall. But since I was here and the fight was here, this is a really bad position for basically us to fight, because we are, like, split up by physical terrain. To live. Oh wait. Oh, Nordell. BM Braum. BM Braum. Woo! She wants it. Okay. We also, so this comp I remember being really awkward because we have two people with really strong hard engage in Nocturne and Renekton, and then we have two people who really want to kite back and then use their spells, in me and Matt, Orianna and Misfortune respectively. So I don't know, this comp, I don't know if I would run this same comp again willingly. Like, there's for instance, there's other junglers that could work better with this comp, I feel, than the Nocturne. Great, I mean, this is practice, we're not taking this way too serious, but things to note. Our team comp selection is kind of important. So if we have immobile carries, I think it's very important that we anchor ourselves around them in team fights and not around our engage. Oftentimes we do anchor ourselves around engage, and by anchor I mean our zone of engage is based off of where our front line is. So let's say that our good fight range is, if you could imagine a circle of range around both of our carries if they're immobile. If you go outside of that range, you're not in a good position, because then you are going to get tag teams by that Sona ultimate. That Sona ultimate OP. Oh my god, Sona's such a garbage champion. So is Soraka. How do they live so long? Okay, here we go. Okay, do you see how right now, I mean, we're not fighting obviously, but we were a little overextended there. But yeah, if you could imagine, pretend like we're hovering one of our spells and you can see that range there. You don't want to be, you can be a little bit outside of that because we can move obviously, but if you're more than, I don't know, like half a second's worth of movement outside of that, you can take unrepairable damage. Or ooh, what happens here? I don't remember this. Oh, it's because it wasn't very cool. Pansy ass Blitzcrank. Anyways, yeah, we what was I saying? Oh yeah, anchoring ourselves to our carries. Doesn't matter who the carries are. You still, like, if we have Ezreal as a carry and like Echo as a carry, you can feel free to dive all in as you want, and we will anchor ourselves to our tanks. But in a situation where the carries are more wombo combo style, we need to let them kind of filter into us, you know, especially considering how aggressive this Sona is and how out of position she gets, and Jarvan as well. Because if we're to overextend prior to getting, like, let's say, I think this will happen at some point, we'll get to watch it firsthand, but let's say Tyler or R2 goes in for the engage and engages onto their carries like they should in a normal situation, right? Well, what's going to happen is Jarvan is just going to turn around and engage our carries, especially since he's super fed. In comps like this, I think it's important to peel. R2 had a great escape here. Sorry, I missed it. Dodges the hook and the flash EQ from Jarvan. So, what was I saying? Because, so if you dive on their carries, their comp, oh my god, I hated that ultimate. If you dive their carries right now, they're going to be able to out-survive our carry, because me and Matt are just like, oh, okay, we do damage, but these guys are like, oh, we heal each other all the time and do damage. So basically, we have two fights that we don't want to have, and so far we've been doing this. Now we are down like 2k. I think a critical moment is about to happen. I cannot believe you were able to flash that, Matt. That was some Korean reaction time right there. Good trade. Granted, there's no such thing as a good trade against the Sona Soraka competition without killing them, but still a good trade. And let's see here. Okay, so this is where R2, we told him to go bottom. Quite unfortunate this happened. I'm not sure. I think by the time we didn't. But look at the blue wards. Look at the blue wards. Oh my god. So promising. By the time we had called R2 off the turret, I think it was too late. We probably should have told him to take the turret. If we would have taken that bot turret there, his death would have been worth it 100%. Okay. So notice how we are very close to our carries this game and kind of peeling. I mean, this fight. We're more or less peeling for the carries. and we destroyed this fight with a 3 to 5 ace, or stupid bleed. But we didn't overextend there. We stayed close to our carries. When Jarvan engaged, we all turned on him, killed him really fast. And since he was their primary damage dealer, I mean, yeah, sure, they can heal, but once their threat to the carries is done, because if Sona, Soraka, and MF get close, me and Matt are going to out damage them by a lot at this point. So if their carries get close, and plus Nocturne and Renekton are both very high damage like tanks as well, or bruisers, I guess. And so if we were able to fight like that consistently every time, we would be doing a lot better. Ooh, I remember this. Oh, that was the beginning of the end for our shot calling this game. We I can't remember exactly what was said, but I know we were skeptical about that in the first place. We probably could have afforded to give that one up. It was only 1-to-1 on dragons. Our smite was down, and they had the positional advantage because they're on the blue side, that they could get to dragon faster than our dead jungler could. And Jarvan, not to mention, is really good at stealing, especially from non-smiters, because he can just EQ in and smite, obviously. But still, we're not terrible. We're actually winning right now by 200 gold, even though we're down by like 10 kills, 11 kills. So we're doing all right. Like, it's not the end of the world here. But now let's watch what happens. So let's keep our eye on the minimap here so we can watch our rotations. We've got 4 people up. They have everybody alive. We've got our blue wards popping off, which is great. Our blue wards are OP, dude. Like, we have control of their red side jungle for free, essentially, because we had level 9 and decided to right click on the blue trinket. So just watching the minimap, waiting for something to happen. Okay, so now we have everybody alive. Soraka is in their base. Let's see what happens here. Matt is taking the scuttle air. Okay, so overall as a team, we're in pretty good position here. We're just going to try to wave clear this, and alright, here we go. So Matt's coming in, we have good timing, and see that right there? Overextend. Ooh, we are so split in this fight. You see how Jarvan was single-handedly able to zone us? Oh, and that was unfortunate. The ball did not stay on him after he died, which I think it should stay there personally. I mean, the ball's there, right? Yeah, so we engaged there. We weren't even that far out of position on that one, but it was just enough to give Jarvan the window of opportunity to engage. And Orianna's strength is not really like 1v1ing people, I guess. That was some BS too. Nordell had a great shield there, but Blitzcrank is still able to hook. Orianna's strength as a mid laner was not definitely fighting one-on-one, trying to peel off of herself. I think in that last fight, so we had a small skirmish going on here, and we had everybody but Jarvan on their team was basically over here, and then we had our 3 guys right here, and then me and Nordell went into backfighting Jarvan. If we could have had the shot call to go all on Jarvan, 5v1 him right here, and then turn around and fight together in the 4v5, or the 5v4 for us, I mean, I think we could have wrecked that team fight probably, and that would have been an easy Baron, or we would have got a lot out of that. Unfortunately, that was not the case, so let's keep watching. But we're still, look at this, we're still tied in gold. Down 1 dragon, we're up turrets. We're in a good place to win this game. Even with our... I don't know how we stayed this close this whole game, honestly. Shutdowns and turrets, I guess, huh? We've got 2 turrets, and we probably have a few more shutdowns than them because they have more kills. Alright, so let's see. Let's watch this again. I wish I could zoom out more. Alright, so you see how none of the carries are in range for this, and they're able to 4v1 Tyler. Oh, the live. I got hooked in that fight. That was probably my fault. Oh, they didn't even have MF there. Yeah, so we overextended a little bit in that fight, for sure. Our carries were not able to do damage until Tyler was at maybe half health. And then ultimately I got queued by Blitzcrank, and that probably lost us the fight that poorly. It looked like we were going to be able to disengage from that if we wanted to, and just maybe trade 1 or 2 for 1 or 2. But instead, due to me getting hooked likely and dying early in the fight, we lost that 1-4. Oh, do we even get a kill? We might have gotten a kill. I can't remember. Yeah, we did, because we have 20 now. So that was a good example of surpassing the carry's range. Matt was able to do his ultimate, which is cool, and that works. The problem with only getting that ultimate off is that, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. After that ultimate's up, if they're not dead-ish or dead, then he's probably even more out of range because he had to sit still for that. Disengage, though, from R2. Cloud9-esque. Cloud9-esque engage. See, this is another fight where we did a really good job of spacing. Do we know Blitzcrank is there? No, we didn't. It's kind of scary. Oh, jeez. That wasn't the best fight I've ever seen in my life, but look, I mean, you guys, we have good fighting skills as long as we allow ourselves to put them to use. So that worked out. God, they had that bush paint. Still down 2k gold, which is insignificant at this point in the game. Let's check some items out. We've got mid laners. It's going to be, it looks like 3 items to 4 items in the mid lane. Our ADC has 3.5 to their 3 and like a third, so our ADC is up. Support at this point, I mean, Soraka doesn't need items to be OP, but regardless, top lane has 3.5 to our top lane's 3.5, so we're even pretty much across the board. Jarvan has, we'll call that 4 items since he has 2 half completed. Tyler has 4 items, so I mean, Tyler has 3.5. It's not, is Jarvan's fist, is that Jarvan's fist? Yeah. Okay. So now this fight, the double blue ward, OP. Okay. I remember this fight. So we got pretty decent positioning. R2 is a little far behind right now, but we were not forcing it. They were forcing it, so that's okay. This is where our Wombo can work really well. If I remember correctly, I just did not ult nearly fast enough. Okay, we killed Jarvan there. So their jungler is down right now. They're in full retreat mode. And so by the time anybody else is able to do damage there, Tyler is pretty low, but it's okay. We still come out well in this fight. Ooh, the Zhonya's. Alright, that was great. Like we got a pick, and then we forced the engage. Forcing the engage when you're up like that's alright. Because if they're gonna kill you, they have to kinda stay there. And then the rest of the team can catch up. And then are we really gonna try this? I don't remember this, but yeah, we should never try Baron when our jungler's down. Unless they're all dead. This is like throw machine central. Oh. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have done that. We lost the Nexus turret because we tried to take too much. We're winning though. We're winning gold. 500. We don't have an inhibitor, and we lost a Nexus turret, or inhibitor respawn just then. But we're winning in gold. So we're alright. We're doing good. Okay? All things considered. Our team fights are sloppy. Like, we are not disciplined about our positioning, and we aren't communicating before they start necessarily. And so that Baron call right there, that's an example of our shot calling being relatively poor. Again, like if you don't ace them with your ADC up still, I don't think there's ever a time where you should Baron without your jungler. It's just not. It's not worth it. There's too many throw potentials for, honestly, not that you're not going to get amazing stuff done with Baron. Like, it helps. It's a good way to put the icing on the cake, you know, but I don't know what to say. So here's the Baron fight. Right now, our jungler's going bottom. We probably needed to communicate that, hey, Baron's up. I think we were telling Tyler to split push here. I don't know what the hell we were thinking. But watching what happens here. So right here, that's just a 4v5. That's Sona though. We need to be more. Like that's a lapse in communication, 100%. They didn't get Baron, which is cool. We're cool with them not getting Baron, but again, like even if they had Baron, our wave clear is so much stronger than theirs that it wouldn't have really mattered if they had gotten Baron there. I think maybe we should have just, I don't know if oh, so R2's TP was up. Maybe in that situation, since our jungler was bottom and we didn't really have a great chance to get Baron in the first place, we could have shoved mid and then let R2 TP bot with Tyler, and they could have duo push bottom. Then we could have split push while they're doing Baron, mid and bot. 3 mid, Tyler and R2 bottom. We would have gotten an inhibitor for it. They would have had to use Baron pretty much to defend, given their inhibitor disadvantage and the fact that we can just wave clear. Like, no big deal. So, I mean, obviously we don't have time to think about all this stuff, and it's easier to see this now. Thanks for the help, Blitz. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we have TP up, split pushing, that's cool, that's rad. The throw machine is still alive somehow. This is okay. This is okay. The MF ult hurt us there. Their MF ult hurt us. That was a better positioning fight. We probably needed it. I think. Okay, so I'm done. I can't handle this shit anymore. This is frustrating to say the least. But if you look, that fight, their MF ult kind of destroyed us there, and we were 4v5. We probably needed to call in the TP earlier. We could have only TP'd to this ward, I think, because they were clearing the ward that's right here. That ward right there. And that really wouldn't have done us much. We got outplayed in that fight. Like, that was one of the first fights where we really got outplayed and didn't like make a bad decision. At the same time, we were being a little over aggressive there again, trying to push too much because R2 was not TPing, and we didn't call him in fast enough, clearly. Anyways, that's that. We just need to focus on communicating more together, and I don't know, this song is fantastic, guys, in my opinion. I love Fat Freddy's drop. It gets real groovy. I hope this is going to help us. No promises, though. I don't know. This could be terrible. Alright. Have a good day.